welcome back to my channel, and as always, I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. Today on the show, how we handle severe weather. Stay tuned. So what is the most important thing for you to do when severe weather threatens? Well, the answer is to be informed. Because whatever the weather does, you're ultimately going to have to take some sort of action in order to protect yourself, your load, and your vehicle. The first thing is when your phone goes off with an alert for severe weather, don't panic. Do, however, find out what the alert is. If it's a tornado watch or severe thunderstorm watch, that just means conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather. If the word warning appears instead of watch, then you may be under what's called a SAME alert, or a Polygon, as James Spann calls it. If you're under a Polygon, you need to respect it. You need to find a safe place to stop, what you really should have an idea of anyway, if you're driving a truck or an RV. It's always a good idea to know the route that you're taking, and even to know which county you're in, so that if severe weather does occur, you can get off the road and find a safe place to wait it out. But let's say the tornado happens while you're asleep, or let's say your phone coverage goes down. Both of those situations do happen to us professional drivers all the time. I would encourage y'all to get a CB radio and a NOAA weather radio, or perhaps have both in one, as is the case with some users of the Cobra 29 models. The CB radio and weather radio oftentimes have the ability to alert you to severe weather even when the phones are down. So these are some good tools to have in the vehicle, any vehicle that you're taking on a road trip. Now in foreign countries, the CB might also be a VHF radio instead, but this can also alert you to severe weather. If you're at a truck stop, you need to find what kind of evacuation plan they have. Case in point, what happened to me in Hebron, Indiana in late 2014. I was just sitting there waiting on my 10-hour break to be up when suddenly a tornado dropped down on the truck stop with very little warning. Now in my case, I was lucky because only my exhaust stack got damaged, but it could have been a whole lot worse. So, when that situation occurred, I saw several signs that storms were coming. And I was already inside the truck stop when the storm started hitting. Now, this is where knowing that evacuation plan is essential, because I was able to safely get people to the restrooms the moment the power went out, when even the employees did not know what to do. So, this would be a good time now to review your severe weather plans for fall, and to make sure to know where to go and what you're going to do in the event of a storm warning, or in the event that you need to get away from a storm. Another tool that we have on some of the newer GPSs is built-in weather radar, and that can be a game changer for some of you, because what it can do is, if you see red on the radar, chances are you're going to be more likely to stop before you get into the red area. Airline pilots don't fly into red labeled thunderstorms, and you shouldn't either. But if you must drive into a storm that's got a red label on the radar, just know that you're going to be hitting some heavy rain, large hail, and very strong wind. So it's very important that if you're heading into one of these storms, that you slow down, increase your following distance significantly, turn your headlights on, and make sure others can see you, no matter how heavy the rain is. Lastly, if you encounter a flooded road, don't do what some drivers do and just pull themselves through the situation. The best thing to do if you encounter a flooded road is to simply turn around, so that way you can avoid being caught in rising water. And if you do know the depth of the floodwater and you know you can safely make it, go through the floodwater first and then dry your brakes afterwards. Provided that you know the depth and that it's less than the height of the hubs. Now, if it's more than the height of the hubs, you risk an engine stall and you risk very serious consequences. Anyways, y'all have a good night, be safe, and remember to make your next trip your best trip. Bye for now.